Hey everyone, as you all know, I'm on a mission to create 100 millionaires. As part of that, I'm handing out plaques that show you're worth at least $1 million or more. And today, I've got my great friends, Matthew and Nicole, so that I can present to them their plaques. Now, before we get into all that, I want to share a little bit about our journey. So, how about we talk about how we first connected?
Short sales.
Short sales.
Short sales.
Right.
Nicole and I started a short sale company back in 09.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 09. You wanted to do short sales pretty much out of necessity from the aspect of, you wanted to put food on the table.
Right.
And then we did the processing side of it. You did the listing side of it. And it ended up working out really well for us.
Well, I think at that time it was even a different short sale company, right? It was like Short Sale Network or something.
Oh, right. Yeah, the one in North Scottsdale.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I remember like Jenna King was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we need to meet with this guy. He is the short sale expert, right?" And so I was like, "All right, let's meet with him." And we connected. I believe it was like Red Elephant, or it was a Thai restaurant.
It was. I remember that.
Right.
That's about the only thing I actually remember.
We got great food memories. So
Yes.
anyway, we connected. You were the guy that was negotiating all the short sales, and I was the guy that was the short sale expert because I would go get short sale listings,
Yes.
and then you would
And then just
do
hand
it,
us a fat pack of paperwork.
and we'd get it done.
Yes.
So that was back when.
08, 07, 07, 08. And then we broke off in 09, started our own company. Ironically enough, making a little less money and putting more in agents'
It was
pockets.
fantastic.
Which surprisingly most agents weren't upset about.
Yeah.
So it was that aspect of it. You listed, I negotiated, she closed. Winner.
I remember, right? Because Nicole was the one who was like, "Hey, we have approval now. Here are the next steps."
Yep.
Yep.
Template emails all day.
And then, so that was us doing short sales together. And then eventually, you guys got licensed.
We did. The Department of Real Estate finally said, "Hey, you guys should get your license." And I was like, "Hey, 3 years later, thanks for letting us know."
I
Yeah.
was the only one with a license at
Right.
that time.
Yep. So you guys gave me the great honor and privilege, right? You guys can join us at Stunning Homes Realty.
Yes.
And it wasn't that long until you guys got really busy, actually.
Yeah, it was. We activated our licenses on June 13th. And my apologies, the phone does not stop ringing. June 13th of 2013, and we closed our first deal with Stunning Homes on June 13th of 2013. So
Imagine that.
how about that? Hey.
Yeah.
But then it was, I think by October, we already had like 6 or 7 listings.
Yeah.
Couple buyers under contract. And then our first full year, I think we did something like 75 or 80 deals personally. And just kind of started going from there and was like, all right, let's see how far we can take this.
Yeah. You guys really knocked it out of the park just right out of the gate. So what were some things that, in our interactions, how was I able to help you guys get to a point to be $1 million? I'm not trying to take anything away from you guys. You guys are incredibly successful, but how was I involved in all of that?
I think that you were huge part of our success. A lot of it was just the support, a lot of resources, all of the things that you had to offer. I think just having that at a ground level was something that we were able to take and run with right out of the gate.
Yeah, I would agree with that and then take it 2 steps further. Anyone who knows me, I kind of shoot from the hip from time to time. So you're pretty good at keeping me in check with certain things, as is my lovely wife, my transaction coordinator, Summer, our attorneys.
Accurate.
But the other aspect of it is that I think, especially once you really started this movement, was the willingness to help make connections that maybe it benefits Steve, maybe it doesn't, but hey, I'm just going to make this connection, and if it works for you guys, great. If it doesn't, let me know. And like to this day, I mean, I can send you a text, hey, here you go.
It was always, how can I help you succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I do to help you further your career and further your business?
Which is to the point of why, prior to making the move to Real, which of course you were integral in being like, hey, look, I'm going to do this. Do you guys
Right.
want to do it as well? Yes. Like, if you would have said, look, I'm keeping Stunning Homes open for the next 20 years, I can pretty much say, like, with certainty, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, because the thing is, and he's not paying me to say this, I want to let everybody know, you always gave with absolutely no expectation of lining your pockets back. That was the big thing, where it was like, here you go, here's a contact. If it works out for you, great. If it doesn't, okay.
Yep.
It just so happened that a lot of those contacts, we were able to take them and run with them. I mean, obviously we did that part of it, but with your introduction, it helped speed up the process for us. It did.
Were there any difficult conversations where I would challenge you over and over again until you relented?
Well,
Several.
okay, so
I think on both sides.
yes.
Yeah.
I would say that we are both good for each other.
Yeah.
We are from
Yes.
that aspect. I'll never forget when we started, and the first level of growth
Oh yeah.
was I had a meeting with you every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. And I'm a creature of habit. I don't like anything to change. And I went to that meeting, and Steve yelled at me, which is not like traditional yelling. And you were like, if you don't leave here and hire Marissa to help you guys, because I'm not going to listen to you sit there and say you don't have time to do this, that, or the other. And I was like, dude, I just got yelled at by my broker. This sucks. And like, I was a little salty about it. And I got in the car and I called her, and she's like, he's right though. So like, do you want to call Marissa or you want me to? And I'm like, okay. And literally that evening, Marissa started up with us again.
Yeah.
And
I remember this because you guys just crushed it right at the gate. And your challenge was that you had too many things going on, right?
yes,
Too many buyer appointments, too many seller
Yeah.
appointments. How do I follow up with all these leads? It's like, you guys are obviously really good at certain aspects of the business, maybe a little less good in other aspects of the business. And when you kept saying, I'm running out of time, I was like, well, there's a really simple solution here.
yes.
Yeah.
And literally within about 4 hours, because Marissa is amazing at the part that I'm, wholeheartedly admit I suck at.
Yeah.
Within 4 hours, she had everything in compliance, everything done. And she's like, oh, okay. Anything else you need me to do today? And I'm like, what? How? Yes,
We
here's
were-
more paperwork.
We were fortunate that timing worked out for
Yeah.
us to be able to hire her on. But we were spinning for a while, deciding, can we really do this? Can we afford to do it? But in order to make
that's
more
always the
money,
big
you
fear.
gotta.
Can we afford to do this?
Yeah.
When do you guys think, or do you guys know exactly when you guys hit the magic number, when you guys became millionaires?
At the time, yes. Do I remember right now? Probably not. It just becomes a step, and you just keep going.
I'm trying to think. Like, I really would say that it was probably about late 2020, early 2021. 2021, of course, was an extremely banner year for our real estate business.
Mhm.
But even prior to that, with just some of the moves that we had made, started investing more into real estate, rental properties, cash flow situations. And then, this year we kind of went ahead and doubled down on that and said, all right, well, let's just go for it. So I would say it was probably about the end of 2020, early 2021. But, June, July last year, it was kind of one of those things like you actually took a step back and looked at it and you're like, wow, we accomplished that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Has anything been different? Like, we have these goals, right, to get to this point. Like, what has been easier or maybe even more challenging since you you guys hit this milestone?
Personally, I think it is more challenging once you reach a goal or the precipice of where you think you need to be. You reach that point and you literally turn around and go, what now? Where do we go from here? And so it ultimately becomes more of a challenge, and you have to, strive to do more and more and keep going. I mean, really, that's, I think, where my perspective is on that.
I can't argue with that because it's one of those things, like, you would think that it's this giant moment where, confetti's going to rain down from the sky and it's like, hey, you made it to this level.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, cool, you made it to that level. Nothing feels like it's changed. I want to go to the next level, whatever the next one is.
I also feel like it unlocks a mentality. It's not just a monetary thing either.
No.
I feel like once you reach that goal or that height, it makes you hyper aware of becoming the best version of you.
Yeah.
So once I got to that point and I could reflect on it and say, okay, this is where you're at, it made me want to be a better mother. It made me want to be a better wife. It made me want to do more in business, do more for myself. And I think that, that's something too that I guess makes it more challenging, but
It makes you, I think kind of what you're going off of there, it almost makes you level up in every other aspect
True.
as well.
Yeah.
Like, once we kind of hit that point, it was like we took a step back and we were like, I know this sounds dumb, but we started making appointments for routine health physicals, blood work, stuff like that, because there's no fun in making it if you don't get to stay around and experience it and enjoy it. That's
share
the
it with
goal.
others.
Yeah.
I want to be around to.
I want to take my kids on dope vacations and have the best opportunities in their life, you know?
And maybe help others reach this point too.
Yep.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
that's really
There you go.
So what I want to do is pass this.
And why is her box bigger than mine?
It's more important.
That makes sense. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Do I need to open this?
Yep.
Oh.
And shine out for the cameras. You might need help opening it.
Not me. Have you seen how much my wife orders from Amazon?
Fair.
Oh, there's the second one. There we go. Ooh. Now that's fancy.
Yep.
Hey, which one are you? Remember.
Already competitive.
Before you?
No, you're not.
Yes.
No,
That's
you're
all
not.
that matters. You know that, right?
Oh, you are. What is this?
You got a higher score, Matthew.
I mean,
This one's pretty legit. I like this.
It is.
I got a higher score.
You got a higher score.
I guess that's a way to look at it. That's right.
Listen, Summer was involved in here.
That makes perfect sense.
We now know who
There
she
we
likes
go.
more.
Uh-huh. Oh, I've known that
Awesome.
for a long time.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, this one's definitely special. Like, it's.
Yeah.
I remember when you started this movement, I was like, I had told Nicole, I was like, I don't know how we're gonna get there, which is normally how I approach anything.
Me too.
I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I'm sure that we will. She's like, we'll figure it out. And then it was like, I'm going to get one of those trophies. Like, I saw the one that you gave to Pace, and I was like, why Pace get one? I'm like, I want one of those.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that's motivating. It's like, okay, like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm super excited that we get ours. I'm going to go ahead and put it up on my bookshelf right next to my computer.
Next to the computer.
Yeah. No, it's in my office.
Okay.
No, it's in my office. That's where I put the awards and accolades.
Yeah. But it's been awesome, to witness this journey. Like, we got to again connect back in like 2008, and we've been, on this ride together for over 14 years.
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna do this again because short sales seem to be right around the corner. But it's been an honor to work with you guys this whole time.
Wow.
Appreciate
We feel the same, and
Likewise.
we're excited. I'll be honest, I don't keep a lot of people in my life for 14 years. I think you know that about me.
Yes.
It's literally you, her, and Marissa.
Yeah.